Super Dario World!
And it's take three of trying to review the Suicide Squad.
Movie
James
wasn't
Gunn,
good enough to try to
Suicide
review it 3
Squad.
times, damn it.
Listen, we had technical issues, okay? We don't control these things. It's nature. Nature. Control nature.
Get a better
Also,
camera.
listen, first off, go fuck yourself. Second, am I even recording audio? Yes, I am. What? Nope, I don't think I am.
What about those levels right there?
All right, yes, we are. We are recording audio. Freak, that would have really sucked. Anyway, welcome to the review of James Gunn's Suicide Squad. We finished watching it like 20 minutes ago, but we've been messing around with stuff, and we've had to restart this twice already. So,
I already forgot most of it.
overall, I think the movie's worth your money. If you watch it in the movie theater, we watched it here at home for HBO Max, and I thought it was worth it. I was like, it's good. We saved us $20, $15 a month. Worth your money, definitely worth your time, definitely. Eric, would you agree, disagree?
Good movie. I'll do the... Who was it? Roger...
Roger Ebert.
Roger
Two
Ebert?
thumbs up, 2 thumbs down.
I'll give it a 1 thumbs up.
1 thumbs up. That's good enough for a superhero movie. It's good enough, especially because this franchise has a bad track record. So for starters,
Boy, does it.
let's get that out of the way. Nothing to do with the first one, other than Harley Quinn's in it, Randall Flagg, and the Boomerang guy. That I always forget his name. The Australian the bloke. Anyway,
I don't even give the original one, like, thumbs. Like, it deserves nothing.
nothing. Yeah, the first one really sucks. Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, really sucks. But this one doesn't really have to do anything with those other two. It's good. It's good.
It's weird. It's
Especially,
like a retcon.
Yeah, in a way. It's like, if you put those three... The movie looks really good when you compare it with the other two. So it's like you're hanging out with... You might be a normal dude, but you're hanging out with 2 ugly friends, and that automatically makes you more attractive, you know? So it's always who you stand next to. And next to those movies...
It's a 7 hanging out with 2s.
Exactly. So next to the other movies, it looks fantastic. It's the hottest chick in the room. And it has its moments. The movie that has its moments. It's rated R, which is fantastic for a superhero movie, or for any movie in general. It doesn't pull punches all the time. It pulls some punches, which is annoying. It has a lot of shenanigans, but overall, I thought it was enjoyable. I like the music for it. Eric thinks it's a playlist, but it was a good playlist, so fuck him.
Don't consider it much of a soundtrack, but
Some
of the songs were good.
The song section was good.
Except the end credits one.
Shut up about the end credits. The end credits were fine. By the way, there's a scene at the end if you want to wait for it. I don't think it's that important, but whatever, you can wait for it in case you were wondering.
Or fast forward.
Yes, definitely fast forward. Listen, if you look
Actually,
online,
fast forward because the song sucks.
if you look online, they're gonna say that there's 2 end credit scenes. One, I would barely call it an end credit scene because it's like right at the end, but the other one is after the credits. That's actually end credits.
Yeah, it's just a little... The first one is just a little comedy,
Yeah,
post
another thing. So
immediate thing.
it's a action comedy. It's a superhero action comedy, and we're gonna break that down really quickly. So the comedy, half of the jokes don't land. Half of them do, and they're good. Half of them don't. And this is what last time we were complaining about. We had a quick debate about it, that they don't let the comedy actually breathe. It's an issue. They try to be too funny. It's a bombardment of it sometimes. And it's annoying because some characters should not be funny. And it would be funny if they're not trying to be funny. But
Or if they were not reacting to the funny.
exactly, and we'll get to that in a minute. So, but it's good. It has its good moments, and particularly the physical comedy I thought was good. It was handled very well for particular characters, not everybody, and so I thought that I laughed out loud a few times. Eric didn't as much, but I laughed out at a few because I thought I liked the dumb jokes. I'm a dumb joke type of guy.
He really is.
I'm a dumb joke type of guy. Anyway, then the action part, rated R, definitely good.
I wasn't rolling my eyes at
it was like
the comedy. It's just like
Eric was like, heh, and I was like, ha ha ha. That was the big difference.
there were times that I did roll my eyes because I'm like, oh my god.
Sometimes it was too much. It was too much. They tried too hard. It's like
I roll my eyes when they ruin a good joke.
You ever see, like a guy trying to pick up a girl at a bar and he's just trying way too hard.
Yeah, he's throwing the spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah, he's like I'm the funny guy, so I have to be extra funny to get this hot chick. It's like, dude, You were doing good. You're doing too much. You're killing yourself there.
Yep.
Yeah. So
You're suiciding.
fuck you.
See, now that's a good joke. We better not lose this fucking take.
See, again, I like stupid jokes. That's just me. You fucking idiot. Anyway, what were we even talking about?
I don't know, but if this was the movie, I would have said that joke, and instead of letting it land and breathe, you would have like reacted with something right away, and it would have sort of killed it.
I tried not to react. I was like, nope, nope, nope.
And that makes it funny.
Yeah,
you gotta lead it. You gotta let stuff breathe. Be
DC,
organic.
take notes. Take notes. That's how comedy works.
I don't have a job right now, DC.
Help me.
I'll do anything.
I just quit my job. Help me. Yeah.
I'll hang out with Margaret Robbie.
Definitely.
No problem.
Yeah. Margot Robbie was fantastic, by the way. So the comedy was okay. The action.
She's just a natural of that role, right?
She's just first off a fantastic actress overall, and that she's nailed that role. She's like Johnny Depp with freaking Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I think she's just typecast as that like psycho blondie lady at this point.
Yeah, and it fits.
She plays it well.
Yeah, she fits. It's fine. The action also was really good. Like I said, rated R. It had shenanigans. It's a superhero movie when you're like, that's ridiculous. But it's overall well done. Really well done. It's brutal when it has to be brutal. There's certain things where it actually makes you go like, ooh. And there's like a big penis in it in one point, which makes it hysterical. Again, physical comedy handled really well. There's a scene our favorite scene in the movie. Would you agree it's the favorite scene in the movie?
Maybe. I mean, it's the one that I feel mixes the comedy and the action the best.
Yes, and it doesn't
it's almost like a...
You're gonna say an action comedy. Why are you trying to put
No. What the three Stooges kind of bit. Where they're just going through a bunch of physical comedy, and it has really good pacing.
Yeah. Okay.
Ends up having a bigger payoff.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Sort of like that.
Yeah. It varies in style. It has very different styles. It has for some moments it does like the classic like I can't understand what's happening, just shooting all around. It does the one shot where you're following one character do one thing and then it moves to another, and then there's the following characters around. James Gunn had fun with this. He explored a few different styles. There's the fighting in the corridor, just where you see them by the side. There's the gun fu scene. It's enjoyable. Overall, I thought it was enjoyable.
There's the Power Rangers fight scene where the enemies for some reason don't have guns, but whatever.
My big issue with the movie is the ending. I don't think that was that great. It was predictable, but
it goes exactly where you think it's going.
Yeah, there was a chance for it to go somewhere else, but it didn't.
Let's just say it's a superhero movie, not a supervillain movie.
That was my issue.
And
the villain. It lacked the villain. There was a moment.
No, I mean, what's the entire concept of the Suicide Squad?
That they're going to go on a deadly mission.
And who are they?
They're villains.
They really aren't.
They're bad. They're not evil. But
yeah, that is. They kind of did the same thing they did with the previous movie.
Yeah, so they try to make them a bit too likable, and they kind of should be a little bit more of an asshole. To me, the big issue is that
Rat Lady, I don't get how she's a supervillain at all.
Rat Lady is fantastic. I loved her.
She's great.
She is
not a villain. She's not evil at all.
Dude, I want to save her. Like, she's cool. She just wants to take a nap. You know what she reminds me of?
You?
How dare you? But thank you. At the same time?
You like weird pets and you sleep a lot.
Dude, no. Okay, fair enough. But she reminds me of... Did you ever... You watched the Chunibyo, right?
Yeah.
Kumin, the girl who just wants to have a napping club. That's what she reminded me of. The best character of all time. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. But, yeah.
That show's also okay.
Sure. Again, it was crappy and I like crappy stuff.
He really does.
I do. I don't care.
Tell him what you read all the time.
Shut the fuck up. We'll get to that on Tuesday. Anyway, so what were we even talking about? I got distracted.
The Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah. So the end. The big issue was the villain to me.
I have so much anxiety that this is all just gonna disappear
It's
now.
fine. It's fine. There was a moment, there was a build-up to a particular fight. It got set up. It was perfect. You're like, oh, shit, okay, this is the climax, this is what we're here for, and then it doesn't really happen. And then there's another build-up to another situation where you're like, oh, shit, this is how it's going to go down, this is going to happen, and then it really doesn't. So I had issues with that. They did another thing, which was okay, I guess, but I would have preferred the other thing. Let's just say...
He's being so vague, I honestly don't have any idea
It's
what he's
just
talking about.
spoiler-free. This is spoiler-free, okay? Spoiler-free.
Communication-free, too.
I'll explain to you what I'm talking about later.
All right.
But, okay, so let's say there was a particular moment in the movie where you got one badass character that ends up in front of another badass character, and it looked like there's going to be a fight, and then there wasn't a fight. It just ends like that.
Yeah. That was a letdown.
Yeah, that was blue balls. It sucked. But, whatever. Anyway, so, now does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured.
So, overall, the characters were great. They were way more likable than the first one.
I thought you were talking about
No, not that guy. No,
Okay.
no, you were fine. So,
see, now that's how you're vague and explain things.
Sure. The characters were way better than the first one. Idris Elba's a great lead. His character, Bloodsport.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it
Not
right.
Bloodshot.
No, Bloodsport. He's great. He has a very fun arc. Harley Quinn is Harley Quinn. Rat Chick is fantastic. King Shark is the best. Eric has a controversial opinion about him.
I think he's a better Groot.
There's two, because there's the big CGI character and there's the small CGI character. Same as Guardians of the Galaxy. Small CGI character is fantastic. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he's fantastic. He might be the best character in the whole movie.
Yeah, my problem with Groot is that he's a character that requires other characters to explain him because he has,
Yeah,
he has only one line.
That is the big difference. King Shark, he kind of expresses himself in a way, and he actually has a personality. He actually has certain goals, and you can follow along.
He's a simpleton, but you love him.
But he wants you to think that he's smart. It's like, I'm reading a book. I'm smart.
But he's reading it like backwards or something.
Yeah, he tries, and it's hysterical. I love King Shark. I would watch a King Shark movie like any day.
I watch Shark Boy.
Shark Boy Lava Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Why not?
Anyway.
Prequel.
Anyway, so it's good. There's a couple of end scenes after the credits. You don't really have to stay around for those, but I mean you can. One's actually
You're already there.
Wow, one's before the credits. The other one's at the end. I guess it's gonna be relevant for the future. What are we talking about? Oh, let's talk about John Cena for a minute because we had some fun with John Cena. Alright, so the big names in this movie who are not actors, I didn't particularly like Pete Davidson. Way too over the top. I didn't think he should have been there. But there was another... Taika Waititi was in there. I didn't think he should have been there. I don't know who the hell Sylvester Stallone was.
Me neither. That's who I was going to ask.
Was it King Shark?
That's who I was thinking, because he's a character who talks dumb.
Sylvester Stallone was in...
I couldn't believe it.
Alright, so...
I'm not a big dum-dum.
So Stallone was fantastic.
Yo, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian. Anyway... So, the bigger names weren't really that great, but the people who are actually actors were really good, like Idris Elba. We were talking about Margot Robbie. Then the Polka Dot Man was fantastic. That dude's performance was great, except when they tried to make him funny. At first, he's just like really intense and weird, and if they would have kept him like that, it would have been fantastic. But they try to make him a little bit too funny.
They try to Marvelize him.
Yeah, and now let's talk about John Cena. John Cena is way too over the top when he's talking, but when he does the physical acting part, that was fantastic. The comedies that he does, the physical comedy is really good.
And the actual character fits in really well with the whole thing.
Yeah, the character's great. So his character's great. John Cena, the problem is he tries to be... I did this the last time, so I'm going to have to do it again. Sometimes there's a reaction where he's a little bit too over the top. Right, beginning of the movie, somebody says something weird, and he's like, What? And there was another moment where he laughs that doesn't make sense, and...
No, I mean, he laughs because the audience is laughing because a funny moment happened.
Yeah.
But showing his reaction kind of makes it less funny.
Yeah, and we talked about this last time. James Gunn clearly has a hard-on for John Cena. And I mean clearly has a hard-on.
Big boner.
Yes, he loves the guy. And he's
Can't see enough
clearly
of that
trying to
man's
make
body.
the character a thing. And it's a great character. But
He's a good-looking guy.
I meant like the character who's kind of a psycho and intimidating in a way. And like scary. And also like funny at times. But because he's a psycho, not because he's trying to be funny.
He's one of the few characters you do believe
Could exist.
Is a villain.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, obviously he thinks he's doing good things, but he's a psycho.
Oh, that's where you're like, yeah, this dude thinks he's doing good when he's doing crazy shit. So it's great. It fits.
My main problem with, like, for example, Bloodsport, the Idris Elba's character,
Yeah.
I never really get, like, evil
Listen,
vibes from him.
Idris Elba's character is the guy who doesn't want to be there. He's Dante in freaking in freaking Clerks. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be here today. And so he's just like, oh man, I'm carrying around all these groups of fucking idiots. They're gonna get me fucking killed. I don't even want to be here today. So that's his character. And it works. It's funny. But again,
I know, but
Eric's right.
I would not
It doesn't
see him
feel
as
like
a
villain.
villain.
Yeah, that's the issue. It doesn't feel like a villain. So overall, I think the movie's good. If we're ranking them, I rank them below Shazam. It's below Shazam, but it's above the other two. It might be above Aquaman.
I never saw Aquaman.
You should. It's decent. It's okay, but it's enjoyable. It's worth your time. It's worth a couple of hours. You'll laugh. You'll see some good action. Is it going to be relevant to the rest of the DCU? Who knows? Because who knows what the hell DCCU even is at this point. But it's a fun watch. DC did a smart thing hiring James Gunn to do this movie. And so, alright, if you're into that sort of thing, I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I'd give it a 7.5.
Sure, that's solid. That's solid.
It's
So,
it gets a passing grade. One of these.
there you go. So, that's it. That's it. Again, spoiler-free review. We'll probably eventually do something where we actually go
One of
into
these
spoilers.
or one of these.
And on that note, as always, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.